Right, I'm going to be really honest and try and keep this to about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 2 minutes if I can. I've never felt more lost in some ways in my life as I have now. All right, so I stopped working face to face which was my old style of business. I had a steady income and all of that, and I gambled it all. I got involved with a guy in business who I don't even want to give it too much airtime, but be very, very, very careful who you partner with in business. Very careful indeed. Especially if they are more experienced in business than you and they have more money than you. If you ever have a legal dispute with them, you are going to, unless you've got very deep pockets, you're going to have a problem on your hands. There's something called lawfare, made famous by a guy who's infamous, as the media have loved to slaughter him. But anyway, that term, lawfare, they will screw you with what's called lawfare. So I could have probably won the... Anyway, listen. I think in these circumstances, if you're where I am now, the best thing I've found to do, if there's anybody watching this who feels lost and basically lost and scared, the best thing you can do is, and it's a big conversation to talk about, what's the root of this? You know, you need to sit down with someone wiser and perhaps more experienced to figure out where the root of it is. But I think the best thing that you can do is, what's going on here? Make sure I don't get run over, is to sit down and figure out what is your goal. And I know that sounds so cliche, so a lot of people would just switch off there, but let me put it like this. I heard some guys talking about having a goal. He's like some 20-year-old guy. I want to earn 100 million a year. All right, that's cool, but I think scale it back to if you're earning, if you haven't even earned your first £100 online yet, to just earn £100. Like literally get the bar down there, because just earning that £100 can really work wonders for your mindset. Right, I've switched, as I said, from in-person old school style business to online, and it's very, very different, and it's really muddled with my head. And so if anybody's struggling with this, I think scale it right back to £100 or £1,000, but maybe £100, and just get that done. Even in doing that, you will probably have to figure out some basic systems, like how to get paid. How to set a goal, how to organize your time. When you work for yourself, you have no boss. All of these things. Scale it back to that, and then map out a plan for how you're going to do that. You need, of course, the right business model. Talk about him a lot. Iman Gadji talks about business models on his channel. I think he did a video on that. It got like, 1 million views or something. So you need the right business model, but figure out the steps and then just take it one day at a time. I'm reading a book at the minute called Essentialism, and I really recommend it. So 2 books if you're starting out in the entrepreneurial journey. One is Mindset by Dweck. Essential reading, I think. If you must have a growth mindset. Or you could Google what is a growth mindset, and if you think you have it already, maybe you don't need to read the book. You can save yourself the time. Mindset, and then Essentialism, and then maybe Tiny Habits would be 3 great books to start with. So I feel very much like I'm about to make a breakthrough, but I kind of have some sense of peace about this. I'm a man of faith, so I've been praying a lot. I feel so lost. I also feel like I'm starting to get to grips with kind of giving it up to God in one sense, but you can't. It's not a case of letting go and letting God. You've got to let go and let God, and as well do everything you can in your power. You know, if you believe in God, hopefully you believe that He gave you free will. So you've got to use that free will to do what you can, and then trust Him for the rest. The last thing I will say is, this is 4:50. The last thing I'll say is friends. I've met with a couple of friends lately, and that's been a game changer. When you work for yourself, isolating yourself is very dangerous, and I've been doing that way too much the past few years. I met with a few friends. They bring clarity, they bring you peace, joy. It changes your state. They can check in with you. One of my friends is going to check in with me to make sure I've mapped everything out that I need to do. I spoke about mapping your way to earning £100 or 1,000 or 10,000 using a system called Trello. It's free, Trello. Take 5 minutes on YouTube to learn how to use it. A brilliant tool. I hope this helps you. If you're in this position, keep putting one foot in front of the other, but make sure you've fixed your mindset first. This is your greatest asset. God willing, guys, I hope this encourages you, and we will look back on this, and together we'll have had great success. But at the minute, yeah, it's a bit. I woke up last night. I've been waking up almost every night in the middle of the night, really worried. Things are getting a bit difficult. So, but no choice other than to keep exercising, keep going out for walks, keep meeting with your friends, good people, and every day wake up with a plan. 3 MIT's most important tasks, or one. Just have one. Tick it off. Get it done. Just even if you do that one thing a day. But the book Essentialism is great for that. Hope this helps somebody.